So welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. Today's day 20. 20 feels like we're almost finished a line. Only a week left. Today is Thursday and we'll be finished next Friday. And so I checked out the dates and so we'll have the weekend off. The last weekend in January is off. So that's nice, sleeping in the morning. So today, yes, Mermaid. There was a request for Mermaid yesterday. So Mermaid 1, 2, 3s, which are killer, which are awesome. And then your block. If you don't have a block, then a book will do, or anything, a blanket, something that you can squeeze between your thigh and your hand, and then something you can place on your hand and move, okay? So come lie on your back, come, and have your block handy. So just come settle. As always, just pull your shoulders out, tuck your chin in. I love lifting my bum up and then placing it back down, lifting on my toes, placing them down, and really consciously landing on the floor. I really enjoy the drag through the back of my shoulders into my neck as I tuck my chin in, and it just gives me that sense of a very tangible feeling of this is where you need to relax. And so how would you relax your shoulders a bit more? How would there be more shoulder on the floor? And for me, sometimes that's not a very still process. There's kind of these movements, I'm like pulling my shoulders wide, or sometimes it's a completely still thing that I'm just sinking and sinking and sinking. So if you want to move while you try and get more of you on the floor, then do. You should be experiencing that you have a double chin kind of feeling as you do this, and that your shoulders are trying to connect a bit wider and deeper to the floor. Nice, just take a deep breath. Oh, let that settle. Nice. So from here, begin to sway your knees from side to side. So my feet are hip distance apart. My knees are swaying from side to side. And I want you to focus on the front of your hips and the side of your bum. So what happens through the front of your hips and the side of your bum? Nice, and then come back to center. So lift your right foot up and place your right ankle on top of your left knee. So this is called figure four, okay? So figure four is where your right thigh is in a figure four, and then lift your left foot off the floor and draw it towards you. So there's lifted figure four, okay? And then drop your left foot to the floor and bring your knees in a line. So now my toes are both pointing in the same direction and I have a fan. So this is called fan, okay? So figure four, up, and then fan, let your leg land. Figure four, fan, maybe your toes just tap the floor. Figure four, fan. Great, change sides. Right foot to the floor, bring your left ankle to your right knee. Figure four, lift it. And then fan, let your foot land completely. Figure four, lifted. Fan, toes touch the floor. And then move from figure four to fan. So both are lifted, but they're moving. From fan to figure four to fan to figure four. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Great, so grab your block. We're going to find and engage our abdominal muscles and then go back to the fan and figure four. So lift your right knee up and push your block into your right knee and make sure you're not holding on with your fingertips, and really draw your shoulder down, push your knee into your hand and push your hand into your knee. Feel like it's a really strong connection. And then draw your left elbow to your left knee and stretch the left side long. Keep the deep push of the right side on, elbow to your knee. long, elbow to your knee, long, keep pushing strong on the right side, elbow to your knee, long. Stretch your left arm up, stretch your left leg up, and then try and touch your left foot. And then lower your arm down, lower your leg down. Try and touch your left foot, and then lower it down. Touch. Even just reach towards it. Touch. Lowering down. Nice. Other side. Left side. So bring your right foot to the floor. Push your block into your thigh into your block, and hand is really compressing down towards your knee. Feel like it's super on this side. Nice. And then bring your right elbow to your right knee. Lengthening long. So the focus is in the left side. Keep the left side strong and connected as the right side moves. One more time. Super. Stretch your leg up and then reach up and try and touch your toes. Drop your arm down, drop your leg down. Try and touch your toes. Down. One more time. Try and touch your toes. Down. Nice. Bring both feet to the floor. I'm going to turn so you can see my legs better. So rise up with both feet and bring the soles of your feet together. So this three thing that we were talking about. So bring your feet slightly apart and keep your knees still, and then just tap your toes towards each other. So it's only your feet that are moving, okay? So this is not the three, okay? So keep your feet still on your legs and move your knees to tap your feet. This is the three. The three comes from the hips, not from the ankles. So try it again. Only your feet move. This is not the three. And then slap your feet together, moving from your hips. This is the three. Okay, so bring your knees together, your feet apart. Tap your thighs. 1, 2, 3. Bring your feet together, your knees apart. 1, 2, 3. Thighs together, feet apart. Tap them. 1, 2, 3. Feet together, knees apart. 1, 2, 3. So now we're going to do half and half. Windscreen wipers. Spiral the right thigh in and the right foot out, and suddenly you're in windscreen wipers. And now tap the left foot 3 times. 1, 2, coming from the hip. 3. Change. Tap the right foot. 1, 2, 3. And your knee should be moving as you do this. The tap comes from your hip. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Continue. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. Stretch your legs up, shake them out. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet together, reach up, hold on to your feet, and pull your feet towards your belly. Just let that settle. Nice. So bring your feet to the floor. Bring your right ankle to the top of the left knee. And then let this shape travel down towards the left. And as you go, the figure 4 stays on. So my figure 4 travels down to the left. Come back up to center. But when I travel to the right, let your legs become like a fan as you travel to the right. So it goes from a left-sided figure 4 to a fan on the right side. So fan is where your legs are in a line in a different way. So notice that, figure 4 to the right, left, fan to the right. Last time, figure 4 to the left, fan to the right. Nice, change. Bring your left foot to the top of the right knee, figure 4 to the right, fan to the left, figure 4 to the right, fan to the left. Nice, one more time. Figure 4 to the right, fan to the left. Nice. So all that has been warming up and opening into our belly and into our hips. And this is where we go into mermaid. So feet are hip distance apart. Actually, no, bring your feet so they're mat distance apart. So you should feel the edges of your mat underneath your feet. Drop both knees down towards the left to begin with. And then push into your left elbow, roll over, and come all the way up to sit so that you're in zigzag with your knees are pointing towards the left. So we're going to come into mermaid from here. So I'm just going to sit back a little bit. So zigzag is where both knees are bent, both feet are flat on the floor. And then out from your left hip, reach your left hand out and then bring your elbow down. From here, reach the right hand overhead so you're long and through the right arm. Bend your right elbow and keep your left arm straight, but try and bring the right elbow as close towards the right foot as you can. Come back to the left, hand comes down, elbow comes down. Reach your right arm long. And then bending your elbow towards the right, follow your elbow. So begin to glide from the left side all the way to bring your elbow down towards your right foot. As always, straighten your right leg out if you need to adapt your zigzag. So if you're adapting your zigzag, then your right leg is straight, okay? Just find what you need to do for your knees. Nice, last time. Left elbow comes down, reach your right arm long, and just pause there. So rather than letting your arm drop down towards the floor, have your arm so that you feel that your whole right side is one long line and you're lengthening through both sides of your waist. And you have a sense of strength through the top ribs and also through the bottom ribs, and push your left elbow more into the floor. From here, bend your elbow, bring your fingers to the front of your shoulder, and then try and bring your right elbow to the floor. And then lift your right elbow up. Right elbow down and up. Right elbow down. Pause there with your elbow just hovering above the floor or touching the floor. Nice. From here, stretch your right hand long so it reaches beyond the left hand. Pull your elbow back into lawnmower. Another movement. Reach your left hand long as far to the left side as you can. Right hand towards the left. And go a bit further. You can slide a little bit further. Elbow back into lawnmower. Slide. Lawnmower. Last one. Slide. And lawnmower. Rising up, come into your zigzag, roll your shoulders. If you have your block handy, then grab your block. Nice. Your block is in your right hand. And then try and bring your block as far behind you towards the left as you can. Nice. And then bring your block as far to the right behind you as you can. Notice the vast difference in the range towards the left and towards the right. I'm using the left hand to support me. As I go back on the left, it supports my waist. As I go back on the right, it levers me back because I push into my knee. One more time. Back on the left. And back on the right. Super cool. Come lie on your back again, all the way down. Pause there. Feel that through your body. I'm going to turn. Nice, pausing there. And then feet are mat distance apart. Drop both knees down towards the right. Push down into your right elbow, coming up. Nice. And then reach your right arm long, bring your elbow to the floor, and reach your left arm long along your left side. Nice. Bend your left elbow. Keep the right arm long, reaching, but try and bring your left elbow down to your left foot. Land, reach, and then up. Elbow down towards your foot. Reach, foot. Last one. Reach. And foot. Nice. Bring your elbow down. Bring your fingers to the front of your shoulder, near your ear. And then bring your left elbow down to the floor. And then wide with your elbow. Keep both sides of your ribs lengthening and feel the right side is very connected to the movement. Even though it's the left side we feel more, allow your right side to really be included in what you're doing. One more time. Elbow comes down and then slide your left hand towards the right. Pull your elbow back into lawnmower. Slide as far as you can. I feel like I take it from the deep belly and even into my thigh and buttock. I find an extra bit of length from the deep pelvis. Lawnmower. Reach. And coming all the way up, grab your block. Block is in your left hand. Travel towards the right as far as you can, offering pizza. And then travel towards the left. Quite amazing how different it is. Feel the sense of, I don't know, when it's a gesture, I feel community. I feel joy at the thought of offering somebody pizza and being able to move and offer. Whereas just doing a movement by myself, I'm like, yeah, you know, it's nice. But when I bring in the thing of like pizza, I feel like my body is enjoying the fact that I'm at a picnic and that I'm doing something in community and in connection. So just feel that. Right now you are in the most awesome virtual picnic. There's like a few hundred of us here and we're all offering our gifts to each other or presents or pizza or maybe protein balls or something. Nice. Come back to center. How wonderful. So stretch your legs out long. Reach them long in front of you. Roll into your ankles, big circles. Nice. Bend one knee, lengthen it out. Bend your knee, lengthen it out. Nice. Roll into your belly. And make each part of the circle in the beginning really slow. So I'm arching deeply forward. I'm squeezing my right side. I'm rounding, squeezing the left. And feel like each part of the circle is the biggest version of a circle that you can make with your spine. So to do that, you have to slow down. How would your head help the movement? And circle in the other direction. How would your shoulders help the movement? My feet are trying to help. Thanks, feet. Just feel that. Nice. So, a few different things we can do. One is that you can put your block underneath your knees so your knees stay bent. Okay? You can bring your block between your thighs and rest your head on your block. You can bring your block onto bent knees and rest your head on your block. So just see, what is the most lovely way to do a forward bend? Not what is the hardest way you can do a forward bend, but what's lovely. So either knees bent and head resting on your block, legs straight, head resting on your block under your knees, head resting in your hands, head resting down. Oh, I find that block a bit hard underneath my knees. So I'm going to bring my block between my knees and rest my head on it. So just find, how do you rest forward? Wiggle your toes and maybe just rock your bum a little bit from side to side, walk your fingers forward. Just feel like you're settling in. And so when you start to settle in, like the high-pitched screeching of the backs of your legs is really insufferable in this pose. And so move. Don't get stuck in the intensity. Like move your shoulders, like wiggle your belly. Change the weight of the pelvis from side to side. Or move your legs. Like you have choices. You have the option of moving. So I would suggest highly moving, you know. The more I move, the deeper I go. The less stuck I feel. I just feel that. How do you unstick yourself from intensity? How do you resource yourself? For me, resourcing right now is to move and breathe and connect. And then come to stillness. Can you settle with this? Can you pause? Slowly rising up. Take your block with you. Bend your knees. Resist by drawing your navel towards your spine. Reach down into your fingers. Resist as you roll backwards. And then either rest here on your back with your knees bent, or lift your block and lift your bum, put your block underneath your bum. You can bend your knees and pull them towards you. See what's right. Be careful of the edge of your block. Be kind to your sacrum. Do what you need to do. Maybe this is an entry point into the plow if you wish, or soles of your feet together, feet on the floor with your sacrum high. Just see, play with your block. Amazing things. And just stay there for the next 2 minutes while I play the music. Just find, how do you rest? That moment of pause, that feeling of landing. How do you do that? So just settling in. I'm heading down today to do the pictures for February. Oh, it's very exciting. February's going to be cool. So you probably have pictures tomorrow as the exciting launch of February happens. So nice, lovely. Thanks for joining me. It's always €10 for the month. Tell your cousins, tell your workmates, tell your family. If you're enjoying this, then please do come. Also, last night, my slow and mindful yoga started back, the Zoom class. And it was really lovely. There was a few people who got support. Somebody texted me to say their granddaughter turned on Zoom for them and that they really enjoyed the class because they would have always just done in person. And last night was the first Zoom for them. And that was really exciting, that we're still learning, still adapting, still growing and learning new skills. Awesome job. So be well, be awesome, be you. And thanks a million for joining me. I thoroughly enjoy this in my day. So ciao ciao. Slán go fóill.